let me share something with you that could be the difference between lasting progress and just another failed attempt. We need to stop obsessing over this. It's not your training program. Nope. It's not your macros. Nope. It's not how motivated you are. That's a subject for another day. It's your numbers. People get emotionally attached to the numbers, whether it's the weight that they're lifting, whether it's the weight definitely on the scales. You know, it's great to track things. And if you're in your 40s and you're trying to get into shape, there's a very good chance that you are tracking something, you know, what you lift in the gym. I advocate my clients to track the lifts in the gym. I advocate them to take a waist measurement and a weight on the scales if we're focusing on fat loss. But the problem is you get into a bit of a trap, and that trap is you expect those numbers to go up or down if it's the weight every single week. And when that doesn't happen, you get sad. My drawing is absolutely, what the hell is that? You get very sad, you get upset, you beat yourself up, you get frustrated. And then you're like, well, I'll just sack all this off and just, well, what's the point anymore? Because last week I got 10 reps and this week I got 8 reps. But mate, the reason why you got 8 reps this week is because you've been working away, you've been staying in the hotel, your sleep has totally gone to pot, your nutrition wasn't as good as it was last week, you've had a stressful time. You know, at this point in our lives, there will be fluctuations, and to expect that the weight that you lift or the weight on the scales to go in the direction you want it every week is setting yourself up to failure. Yeah, maybe when we're in our 20s, I remember when I was at university, I would go to the gym for 2.5 hours, come back, have a sleep in the afternoon for a good, maybe another 2.5 hours, go and have a dinner, jump chilled. The thing is, yeah, my weights went through the roof then, but I hadn't got the stresses and the strains of my life that I've got now. So if that does happen, you know, if you do not see the progress every single week, that's okay. You have one bad session, one bad weigh-in. And the problem is, if you tie everything in, these numbers in with your self-worth, you get frustrated. You lose momentum. You know, you could also, at worst case scenario, I'm going to write this on the big, right across everything here. Injury, you know, you're pushing for that personal best because I want to progress every week. You get bloody injured. Now, let me make this clear. I'm not saying you shouldn't work hard. Absolutely not. But what I am saying is to see long-term success, you need to accept that there will be ups and downs. To win the long game, let me clear this out, because this is an important point. To win the long game, you need consistency. You need a resilient mind, not to get up and train hard, not like, what's his name, Goggins. You need a resilient mind, because there will be times when the numbers do not go in the direction that you want them to go. And it's at that point, and this is the point where the people that I train who have the most success, they go, that's cool, that's all right. I accept it, no stress. It is what it is. I move on. I turn up next time and do it again. You don't need to win every single session to make progress in the long term. And that is the point that I want you to take away from this. If that resonated with you, or you are the type of person that goes off the rails at one bad weigh-in, then leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, this is where you'll find useful information about getting in shape in your 40s.